Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I wanted to go over my review on the Clam Fortis net series. So I used these nets all season last season and I landed some really big fish in them. So I wanted to go over kind of my take on them for you guys and also go over the features that these nets have. So I'll leave a link in the description for the two nets I'm going to go over today so you guys can pick them up real easily if you want to. This net right here is Clam's largest net in their standard Fortis series. There's one larger and it's called the Colossus. It's made for really big fish, primarily musky anglers. But this net is a good sized net and it can handle very large fish. I netted one pike pushing 40 inches in this net last summer, as well as a sturgeon pushing 60 inches. And I was able to handle both of those fish with this net. I would much rather have a big net in my boat to land small fish and big fish than a small net that I can only land small fish in. So both of the times I landed really big fish last season, I did not expect to hook those fish. So I was really glad I had this in the boat with me. And this is the net that I keep with me in my boat primarily. It's also a great net for the Great Lakes because it's got an extendable handle here that will extend to 110 inches so you can get off the back of those bigger boats and net fish that are coming in on the troll. So this is also what I use on the Great Lakes for trolling for walleyes, salmon, trout, that kind of thing. It's just a really good all-around net. Now this one is a 29-inch hoop across and a 32-inch bag. It'll handle just about anything you put in it. One tip, if you are going to land a big fish, always pull the fish up vertically in the net. You never want to scoop a fish that's really big and pull up like this because you have a much better chance of bending this hoop. If you pull it up vertically and grab it here, you're going to have a really good handle and grip on that net and you're not going to bend any of this aluminum. Now this has been a very durable net, I will say. I have not bent anything on it and it's been very solid. The netting has held up. I don't have any holes in this netting after a full season of use. And the netting has kept its rubberized mesh really quite clean. Nothing's peeling off or anything like that. So it's held up quite well. So as far as the features go on this net, like I said, rubberized mesh, all aluminum construction, and then you have the handle extension. So this extends to, like I said, 110 inches, which is quite a long net. And I did land several good-sized fish fully extended. Didn't have any issues with bending at all. If you tighten that too hard, it's really hard to get loose again. So you don't need to tighten that down very far. And as long as you keep that, you know, not too cranked down, it'll lock in place. But then all you gotta do is twist it a little and you can slide it back into place again. So just be aware of that. If you over tighten that, it can be a real bear to get loose. I can easily scoop fish one-handed with this net when it's collapsed, no problem at all. It's quite light. I actually will weigh it here in a minute and I'll tell you exactly what this net weighs, but it's very light net. One other feature I really like about this net is it's got a pretty smart handle design here. It's got two pins and a little push button and you can collapse it like so for storage. Collapses down really quite compact, and all you have to do is slide this back into place. Make sure those two buttons are aligned. You want to hear that click. Once that click's engaged, there's grooves in here. There's two buttons in there. That thing's not going to twist on you, and it's quite solid when it's locked into place. So that's sort of the skinny on the big net. Now I do also have their smallest version of hoop net here, and that is for my kayak and my canoe. Brought it to the boundary waters. Worked great up there for smallmouth, walleyes, smaller lake trout, stream trout, anything like that, panfish. You know, this is a great size net. I believe it's like 17 by maybe 12 or 15, something like that. And it's got about a 15-inch bag on it. Definitely wouldn't want to try and land a big fish on this, but it is much more manageable and smaller to handle in one of those kayak or canoe situations. And it does have an extendable handle as well. This one doesn't go to 110, but I believe it goes to, oh man, maybe 80 inches, something like that. So it's really quite extendable too, even though it's a small net. So same exact construction with that collapsible end. You can't collapse it quite as far, obviously, because you don't have as big of a hoop, but still pretty compact. And again, locks into place, quite solid. Very, very good construction. Again, super good nets. I have had zero problems with durability on these nets the whole season. Landed lots of great fish in them. So hopefully this review helps you out. If you found value in this video, make sure you click like, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in this next video. Get hooked up.